when we talk about read, we are talking three things: reading non-academic books, diverse non-academic books, reading self, which somewhere the academics is not focused. Unless I know, I'll be very candid in saying that I did not know my strengths and weaknesses until I turned 35 or 40, until I started reading. I was I would say, I failed in all the semesters of engineering. And I'll be very candid. But, I still had the opportunity to work in 10, 12, 15 plus countries with some of the best people, talents around the world. And I worked in the US, Europe, Middle East, Africa, Asia Pacific. What got me there, having failed less than around 50% marks in my engineering, right? What got me there? It's the reading. Reading diverse books actually opened up my mind. I started thinking because of reading. Otherwise, until then, getting lost in thoughts, I thought was thinking. But that changed when I started reading. And that is why reading self, knowing my strengths, knowing my weaknesses, if that can be, if the spotlight can be put, on that aspect as well, I think, we will have fantastic results. And reading situations, right? That is the third read aspect. Students who want to do, want to become, whether it's a civil servant, whether it's an author or a politician or a leader, an editor, they should know how it translates, how it works on the ground. And that research or that read has to be encouraged in schools and colleges. If we give some time, an hour or two, probably in a week, I think that will hugely help students in knowing themselves and getting that clarity in their minds as to what they want to do and why. The two most important questions. I didn't know, what I wanted to do and why until very late, 40 plus. That, my dad was an engineer. He said, you go do engineering, you will get to play. I was a cricket player, so he said, you can pursue your sporting hobbies if you get a seat in engineering. I studied for the entrance. That's all. My first job was also as a sportsman. I had the privilege of meeting Sachin Tendulkar playing Hyderabad. I was part of the Hyderabad Ranji Trophy team, so I had the opportunity to meet some of the big cricketers of that time. So I didn't know. Later I realized I want to become a teacher. And I am lost. I'm somewhere else. How do I do that? That's when I said, I started going to schools and, to talk to children, students. And that enriched me so much. And that's why I say you build nations. The most important job in the world is of teachers. Whether it's a politician, whether it's a bureaucrat, every segment of society is created by teachers. And you are the best people to bring about that transformation, the best brand ambassadors for Read India celebration. And, it's a huge, huge opportunity, right? To be addressing, problem solvers, out of the blue, when the crisis happened, you rose to the occasion. And, Prudent Media, of course, it's an amazing example. It's a precedent. And now, right, you can set the precedent with the best person at the helm. Like I said, if only all chief ministers of India have education portfolio and give that priority, right, India will go leaps and bounds. It should become the most sought after portfolio, whether it's in bureaucracy or what. You need to glamorize education and knowledge. If that can happen, when Pushpa, violence can be glamorized, why not knowledge? Knowledge is the essence of life, right? It's a reflection of the society. Somewhere, we have lost track, but it's a huge, huge opportunity. The seeds of transformation. India has seen the green revolution. India has seen the white revolution. And now is the time for a knowledge revolution. And the seeding has happened from this very stage. And with this, the future or the next generation Microsofts and Googles and Facebooks will happen from this very land. And this land, a small state of Goa, can show the way, the path for India to follow.